Hey, how's it going? Today I got a little bit of news for you because my Ninja Thirsti Max
died.
We're going to talk about what happened, my experience with customer service, and most importantly, what they did about it. So you ready? Let's get into this. Okay, this is my Ninja Thirsti Max. This is the second version of the Thirsti that Ninja Kitchen has put out. And my problem started with this about 10 months after I bought it. What would happen is you'd put your glass down here, stick your syrup up top in here, and when you make your drink, you would get the soda water, but it wouldn't get any syrup from either one of these sides. And really, I tried everything I could, tried extra cleaning on the machine, cleaning cycles, and nothing was helping. So since I had already had this for 10 months, I figured I better call Ninja because the warranty on these lasts for a year. So I ended up procrastinating a little bit, and I didn't actually call Ninja until I was about 11 months into ownership. And that would put it back in October. So I gave him a call, got stuck on hold for about 5 minutes or so. It really wasn't that long. And then I got a customer service rep on, and they went through a bunch of different troubleshooting things with me. And they came to the conclusion that this machine was indeed dead, and they were going to replace it for me. Unfortunately, if you know anything about the Ninja Thirsti Max, this thing has a tendency to be out of stock. So they couldn't put the order in to replace it, and the guy asked me to call back in about 3 weeks and gave me a case number, and that would give them time to get the machines back in stock again. So I called back in 3 weeks, same issue, called them on the phone, gave them the number, spent about 5 minutes on the phone with them, and once again, they could not order a replacement because, once again, they were still out of stock. I gave them one more call about this thing in December, and it was the same issue, and I didn't really ask them for a credit or push them or anything, so it's not like they were giving me the runaround or anything like that. So really, I wasn't that upset about it, but I did figure the next time I called, we were gonna have to get this resolved, because really at this point, we're talking, the thing was actually broken in September, so I went September, October, November, and December without having this thing, so like 4 months.
What?
Anyway, I gave them a call again just a couple of weeks ago, and that would have been mid-January. And it also happened to coincide with the release of their brand new Ninja Thirsti Ultimate. The customer rep on the phone mentioned that they had just released that new model and just offered to send it out to me. I had to take some scissors and cut off the power cable right here, all the way up at the base, as close as possible as you can get to the machine. And then I had to take a picture of this power cable being cut off like that, and I had to take a post-it note, set it right next to it in the picture that had my name and also the date on it. And the only other thing they said is that once my new unit comes, I could just chuck this thing in the trash. Well, that day has come, so now we're going to be unboxing the Ninja Thirsti Ultimate. It not only works with all the original flavor pods, but it has these new ones here that are specific for the new machine. You can see right here it's saying it's the only Ninja Thirsti system compatible with all of this stuff, but honestly that's sort of a cop-out because these new ones are designed specifically for it, so why would the older machines be able to use those? If you have an existing Ninja Thirsti, then the original CO2 cartridges are still the same. So if you had any of those left over, you can still use those same ones and you're good to go. Right here, we got a nice big hole in the box. Hopefully that means I don't have another broken Ninja Thirsti, but you and I are gonna find that out at the same time, aren't we? The flavor pods have classic sodas, there's iced teas, and there's fruit drinks, but a lot of the new flavor pods feature low-calorie soda that uses cane sugar, but they're not 0 calorie. So they probably did that to get them to taste a little bit better. I personally like their 0 calorie soda quite a bit, but I have seen quite a few people that just don't like it. So that might be a possible option for people. And with those, if you're drinking a 12-ounce glass, you're probably looking at about 40 calories or so. Kind of interesting though that this machine only has 2 drink sizes. The Max version had 4. That's kind of disappointing. I don't know really why they would do that, except maybe there was some kind of problem with the old machines and maybe that's why they weren't selling them anymore. And if you're wondering what all that weird background noise is, that's it. Ain't that right, Boogie? Yep, that's gonna go on all night. Looking at the back, same as the front. And over here, we got a little bit better look at the machine. Looks like the reservoirs are the same size as the old one. It looks eerily close to the Max, so be interesting to see what other kind of differences there are. Anyway, let's open this thing up. I really like opening these boxes on camera because it gives you the chance to see everything at the same time as I do. And it sort of gives you that Christmas morning feeling. Except in your case, you don't have to buy stuff in order to get it. So hopefully this is enjoyable for you. Okay. A little bit more marketing about their products. These Ninja Thirsti travel bottles are pretty cool. I've reviewed that on the channel too, and it really does keep your drink nice and fizzy. Okay, they want you to scan this thing to get started, and that's a quick start guide. Oh, so you scan this and you get the quick start guide on your phone or something like that. Cost saving. Next, we have the actual user manual that's got safety information in it, a little bit more detail about how to use the machine, all the different parts in case you were gonna, I don't know, order replacement parts or something that Ninja would just happen to have in stock, which most of the time they don't, and basically how to open the pods and use them. This machine really is super simple to use, so you probably won't need very much instruction, but you got it just in case you need it. You've got a dosing guide here for your stuff, but really you're not going to pay attention to that. You're just going to make your drinks, and when you see a setting that you like, you're going to end up using that all the time. Cleaning and maintenance is a thing. You do want to do that, especially if you've got hard water in your house. I would recommend that the water you put into your machine should be filtered water coming out of your refrigerator. And that's because your fridge is already filtering that water to get as much sediment out of it as possible. What a better idea would be is if you have reverse osmosis, to use that water instead. Don't just pour tap water into this machine. It's going to be a big problem for you over time because you're going to build up calcium deposits and stuff like that, and it's going to gum your machine up, just like you would with a coffee maker. And then on the back, you got a troubleshooting guide, which you hopefully, unlike me, don't ever have to use. Be sure not to lose this. Okay, what do we got right here? Looks like the drip tray. It's a nicer drip tray. Maybe this machine is better. Removable drip tray, empty as needed. Kind of nice, I guess. A little bit different than the old one. Okay. This comes with a 60-liter CO2 canister. You can actually subscribe to replacements for these through Ninja Kitchen, and they'll send you a box with 2 of these in there, and all you do is you send the box back with the empties, and they automatically charge your credit card and send you new ones. But Ninja's prices on these is a little bit high. You can actually get the SodaStream ones online on Amazon for about half the cost. And you just have to make sure that you get the ones with the same threading. I believe they're the blue ones, but you'd have to double check on that. Anyway, if you're pouring 12-ounce drinks, you should be able to get about 100 drinks out of one of these. Okay, all we got left is the entire machine in one piece. Okay, there's our Thirsti right there. Take that off, and that. We'll slide that back a little bit. And the drip tray just slides into the bottom. Oops, just like that. This is your water reservoir. That just comes out. And this little pod down here at the bottom will turn dark blue as the water gets really cold. So you'll be able to tell if the water down here is ready or not. Similar design, I kind of like the shape of this reservoir a little bit better than the old one. And that just sits on the side of the machine, just like that. The CO2 cartridge, I'm actually going to use my old CO2 cartridge because it is still got some CO2 in it. Just put that in there, you twist it in, and then close that up, and that's all ready to go. Power cord, that's about 3 feet long, pretty standard in length. I always wish they would make these just a hair longer because it always seems like 3 feet is just a tiny bit too short. In fact, this is actually more like 2.5 feet. So it's long enough, but not super long. And the only other thing we had to look at is this drip tray. You can see that the drip tray is all the way down here at the bottom, and that's if you're using a full 24-ounce cup. If you want to use the 12-inch shorter size cup, which is the only other option you have on this top part just comes out, and you can set it into that top rung just like that. Good way to avoid splashes. I'll tell you what, I'm going to wash out this reservoir, and I'm going to throw some ice and water in here, and we're going to go through the control panel and show you a demo of making a drink. Okay, now that I have the water in there, you can see that that pad down at the bottom is turned dark blue. So we know that that water is nice and cold. Or you can use the highly scientific method of touching the reservoir and feeling that it's cold. On this machine, you have a few different things you can do. You can see that we have 2 ports here for different flavor pods, and you have 2 different lit up areas. I'm gonna use one of these zero sugar cola pods, and we're gonna set that right in the top, just like that. If you push the buttons on the sides here, you can determine how much flavor you want from that side. So 1 is low, 2 dots are high, and that is just off. This side we can go ahead and just turn off as well. So let's say I want a very flavorful cola. Down here, I would pick the level of sparkling water I want, whether it be flat, low, medium, or high. In our case, we're gonna put it on medium. And then you just pick the size of the drink you want, whether you want a 24-ounce cup or a 12-ounce cup. If you do the 24-ounce and you're using it for the very first time, keep in mind that it's only gonna put out 12 ounces of drink at a time, then it's gonna recharge and then pour more. So if you're getting a big drink, don't be grabbing the cup right away. Make sure it's done pouring first, otherwise you're gonna make a huge mess. I think I'm just gonna do 12 ounces. So I'm gonna adjust this guy up here to the 12-ounce area, put in my cup right there, and then we're gonna start it up. And once that's done, you're kind of ready to drink. You can see that carbonation in there. This is dark. I probably should use the lighter flavor so you can see, but let's taste this. Yep, tastes good, just like the other machine. One thing I did notice is that this got done pouring this drink an awful lot quicker than the old ones did, so it is quite a bit faster. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Anyway, as long as we're here, let's do a quick comparison of these 2 machines just to see exactly what's changed. Obviously, we've got our original machine right here and the Thirsti Max right here. Both machines really are about the same size, and if you want measurements on this new one, we're talking about 16 inches tall, 7.5 inches wide, and back to front, it's exactly 13 inches. So it's not tiny, but it's not huge either. First, the drip tray on the old machine comes completely out just like this, and you would hang the entire thing up higher or down lower. You can see that there is several different sizes that I was mentioning on this machine, but you only have 2 different levels for the drip tray. And if you're talking about this one, that upper level is the same as the upper level here, so the adjustability is not any different. One interesting fact is that the bottom of the drip tray here doesn't go with the top. This just goes up here and then you have all this open space. If we're being really objective, this is probably a little bit more secure because it has all this extra piece right here. On the control panels, both machines put the pods into the top. This machine supports the larger pods and this one doesn't, obviously, because the pods are designed specifically for this. As far as flavor controls, you can do combination on both machines. This one's got the 2 levels on the left, 2 levels on the right, same as on this. This machine can do still water and 3 levels of carbonation. So can the new machine. But the Ultimate only does 12 and 24 ounce sizes like I was talking about, and this one does 6, 12, 18, or 24. The old machines have an extra part to the reservoir that's got to be taken off and cleaned right here, and it looks like the new machine doesn't need that because there's nothing that comes off down there. Yeah, so that's interesting. Back over here, the area that you put the CO2 in, same deal. You got the compartment. Same compartment on this machine, almost exactly the same actually. And the only other difference here is the reservoir design. The Ultimate just has a basic cylinder and you just dump your ice in there and throw some water in. Whereas the one from the old machine, it's a little bit wider and squattier, but it also has this guy here. So the way that works is you put in your water and your ice. See how you have your ice sitting on the top? Well, the idea here was that you can take this plunger and push the ice up and down, and that way you can get the water colder quicker. That works really great if you're using room temperature water. I was using refrigerated water in the first place, so it was pretty much cold instantly. I like this better because it did cool the water down a lot quicker, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I was just kind of curious as to why they would have taken that out. This machine has got that little thing down on the bottom that turns blue when the water's cold, and that has one in there as well. You can see right there. So, other than that, these two machines are just about the same, it seems. I guess I'm gonna have to go and order some of those bigger flavor pots for this before I do the full review. Well, on the surface, to be honest, I'm not sure if the Ninja Thirsti Ultimate is going to live up to its name or not. Considering that it came out a full year after the Ninja Thirsti Max, I was expecting some more features or just something different about it. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I do think it's a little bit weird. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be testing the new machine, and once I have enough information, I'll be back with a full product review. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Ninja Thirsti Ultimate, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. Hey, Joe's Phenomenal now has channel memberships. For most people, you can see a join button down below the video window that you can click and see what type of perks I'm offering. If you're using an iOS device, you might not be able to see it, and if that's the case, I do have a link down in the description of the video as well. If you like this video, but maybe sparkling drink machines aren't quite your thing, I do have a playlist right here that has all of the unboxing and reviews that I've done for all of the drink machines on the channel. If you look in there, you might find something more your style. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.